Yes. 2.5. 2.5.
Warning, be aware that skipping certain parts of the video could bring bad luck to your gear, such as, but not limited to, accidental drops, lens fungus, basalt separation, unexpected scratches, camera sensor issues, short circuit, unresponsive functions, etc.
Yes. Please, stop. Stop.
Human Zoo.
Previously, in the last episode,
Searched around some option to get the f2.5 by converting the best deal of the Takumar, the 135. I found only one solution. It's not the best solution, Bokeh, but this is the cheapest one.
For brevity purpose, super multi-coded is abbreviated to SMC and Takumar to Tak.
The production of this video was quite a rodeo. The idea was to demonstrate that at the image quality department, the Takumar 135 f2.5, as you know, was one big setback for an Asahi, and that we should not waste our money paying the eBay price collector and get instead the 3.5 that is just as good as this one. This last 5 months I was testing this lens and it was depressing. I was always impressed by the 3.5 and disappointed about the image quality of the 2.5 until I realized that I was making one big stupid newbie mistake.
Which one?
Don't use one focal reducer on vintage telephoto, especially if they have big optics. For now, let's start with the flares testing. If you're expecting some nice circle flare, ladies and gents, move along, there's nothing to see. You will go for one big disappointment. Instead, it produced one old school 6-ray star flares that I'm not really a fan of. But we have to recognize that Asahi did one pretty good job with their coating on this model that mute the flares. In my opinion, both lenses handle the flare very well, especially from artificial lighting. But they just produce one 6-ray star flares. Anyway, apart from that, there are no difference between the flare of this lens. What you will have with the 2.5, you will have it with the 3.5. So, next, let's talk about the price. On eBay, the SMC Takumar 135 f2.5 is going right now between $100 for a bad model up to $300 for a mint. For this one, I paid only... You already know what I have to pay for that.
Violence.
Let's say that if the occult sacrifice isn't your thing, you can try your luck by gold digging the usual marketplaces. Yes, 22. 3.5. There might be a big surprise waiting for you. Welcome to. You know, the kind of surprise that make you realize that under the layers of dust accumulated over the years, the optics are in perfect condition. So in this case, yeah, you might hit the jackpot, especially if you had negotiated the price below $80. Wink, wink. I want to digress just a bit. Come on, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I will go fast, alright? This is how I did, and this is how you should do. Alright? You go to buy one lens. You do like this. You play like you lost your virginity 1 hour before, okay? Wow! You have it! Why you did not tell me you have this lens? I was looking everywhere, every time for this lens forever! Now you have to get quick, alright? React, tac, 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 tac. See. How much? Don't forget the move on to other lenses. And after come back. And I forgot to tell you, you must have one flashlight. Don't use your phone light, get one small flashlight, okay? Take out the flashlight. And now you look very professional. You look like, man, I don't joke with you. Don't waste my time. Diamond collector, but you have to look credible, you know? Pop, pop, pop. How much you said? You already know the price. You know that you know the price. You're right, okay? You know you want to reduce the price. But now you have the flashlight. No, sorry, but there are too much to clean up inside, and I'm not sure about maybe some fungus. I'm not sure. I understand you want this price, but there are too much defects inside the lens. Doesn't make it. Go straight. Don't waste the time of the seller. Tell it straight away. If you reduce your price, I might consider it. Of course, he will take his phone, he will check eBay, say, hey, look at the price on eBay. How much you want to pay? And now you bargain. You have the power. You have the flashlight. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on.
It pays to serve the devil. But if you're going to serve the devil, you have to take his paycheck. Every time you serve the devil, you get your pay.
Don't try to fly too high.
Bright pitch, a real powerhouse.
You get your pay every time you serve him. And remember this, if you're serving the devil, the bonus is extra.
When you see the
Super multi-coated Takumar.
The SMC Takumar 135 the first time, sorry, strange smell. Yeah. So when you see this lens the first time, it's like one experience. It's like a time travel back in time. The good old time, when the planet obsolescence wasn't even in the dictionary. No, seriously, there is something special about this lens, and this is one feeling I never had with any other Takumar. And I don't think this is question about the dimension or the weight, because with the 200 I never had this feeling. There is something special about this lens. If you are one lens lover and you never saw the lens before, when you will hold it, this is just like one chemical reaction it's happening. You will feel something. Not question about the price, but the value, and not the monetary value, but the value of the time, what was behind the lens. If I make sense right now. Okay, let's say that, take one key. In the back of your head,
In the back of your head, you can hear some voices.
In the back of your head, you can hear some Japanese voices discussing how they can make the most, one of the best medium telephoto of the 70s.
The 70s.
I mean, talking about engineering and build, here comes the part of the video that you need to pay special attention to. This can save you from being scammed. Let's start. There are 3 generations of the Asahi Takumar 135 f2.5. Actually 5, but for now, let's focus on the last 3 generations. Each generation is better than the last. The Super Takumar, released in 1968 with an optical design of 5 elements in 4 groups, 6 blades. Then number 2, the SMC Takumar, that was manufactured shortly from 1971 to 1972. Also with 5 elements in 4 groups, 6 blades, same weight, 444 grams. Then upgraded with the final version, the SMC Takumar in 1972, with an optical design of 6 elements in 6 groups, 8 aperture blade, weighing 470 grams. The easy way to know which model you deal with is to check the number on the aperture switch. 43801 is a Super Takumar. 43802 is the second generation, the SMC. 43812 is the third and last and best generation with 6 elements in 6 groups. So check this number if you plan to buy it. But don't overstress. This model, the last one, is the most produced. So this is one lady, classic, dignity. This is one beauty. I love the Takumar design and wow. There's something wrong right now. There is one smell. Anyway, so 470 grams. And when you see the big eyes, you can see the 8 big aperture blade. Beautiful. And oh! What this smell? Alright, this is one Takumar design. The lens got one really dirty smell. What the f***?
The bonus is extra.
I wish I could make one 5-minute sequence talking about the bokeh, but it would be short, not because they are bad. No, quite the opposite. I will explain myself in a couple of minutes. For now, there's not much to say about the bokeh. There's no surprise here. Just like no surprise about the hexagonal shaped bokeh bubble a la Takumar that you find also with the f2.5, despite its 8 aperture blade. And here comes the deception. At f2.5, the bokeh bubble have a round shape that you lose right away after turning the aperture, even before f4. At something like f3.5, the 2.5 lose it, while the 145 f3.5 still have the round shape bubble. Okay, admit, I am picky on this one. You might say that one hexagonal shape with 8 blades look better than the 6 blade, sure, but this is beside the point. The point is, if you are not in one low light situation, there is not much difference between the two bokeh of these lenses. That could justify to pay $100 to $200 more. But there is always one but. Once you go to f4, the 2.5 will go back to the top of the ranking and look just a bit, teeny bit better. Now, time to get serious and talk about the image, quality and identities of this Asahi 135mm. So listen, except in low light, you will never notice the difference between these two lenses. They are producing one similar image, similar bokeh, similar flare, and in fact when they are wide open, you might even prefer the f3.5, because the f2.5 is abnormally soft for one Takumar in the center of the frame. And this is disappointing. To remove this softness, you will have to go up to f4. No point to spend $200 more for something that you can have at f3.5. Talking about the identity. So, you might never find somebody saying something bad about these lenses. And it should be one indication if you're into filmmaking. If you're looking for one medium telephoto with character, some personality that can give you some aesthetic difference on the screen, sorry, but you have to look somewhere else. They are good. They are nice. They produce one very good image. The thing is, Asahi did one so good job at minimizing the defect and aberration that they left nothing but for us to have one sum of defect that can create one character. Now let's wrap it up. So here are my recommendation if you care about it. For its price, you can have the Contact-Z Sonar f2.8 that is sharper and also have better bokeh than this one. Or just go with any other vintage medium telephoto manufactured in the late 70s. You cannot go wrong with any 135 from any reputed brand from the late 70s. Why the late 70s, you ask? This time period is probably the best of the vintage lenses. Most manufacturers incorporated computer calculation into the design of the lenses, leaving only the coating recipe to make the difference between them. And as you already know, they also started to abandon the use of thorium. This is why some models manufactured in this time frame look similar. So don't bother, don't waste your money on this one. And if you really want to go into the medium telephoto Takumar, you know what? You take $100, you buy the 105 f2.8, and you take this one $20. You will have two focal lengths for half the price of this one. Alright? Okay, the video was too long. Bye bye. Okay? Bye.